Bangladesh Interim Government's Chief Advisor Muhamed Yunus has visited a Hindu temple amid the attacks on the community in the country. He visited the Dhakeshwari National Temple in Bangladesh's capital Dhaka. According to reports, the Bangladesh Hindu Buddhist Christian Unity Council and the Bangladesh Puja Ujjapan Parishad claimed that there were 205 incidents of attacks on minorities across 52 districts since the fall of Hasina government. Amid these attacks, Vivek Ramaswamy, a former Republican presidential candidate, has strongly denounced the targeted violence against Hindus in Bangladesh. He expressed his concerns about the situation, stating that a quota conflict created to rectify the wrongs of rape and violence in 1971 is now leading to more rapes and violence in 2024. He said that the targeted violence against Hindus in Bangladesh is wrong. It's concerning and it is a cautionary tale for a victimhood-laced quota systems. On the other hand, Australian MP Julian Lesser has also raised the issue of horrific attacks on Bangladeshi Hindu minority in the Australian Parliament. He has said in his speech that Bangladeshi Hindus are being subjected to increasingly violent persecutions now that people around the world have finally started speaking about the violence and started acknowledging it. An important question that remains is whether the leading democracies of the world, especially the Biden administration, will intervene. That's the big question that we're asking at this point of time. Again, shocking developments every day pouring in from Bangladesh. Hindu houses, Hindu businesses being attacked, temples being vandalized. These are all shocking developments. But again, as I was saying, finally there are some international voices that are addressing the fact there are these rampant and horrifying incidents that are being reported from Bangladesh. So again, those are the details that are coming in at this point of time. My colleague Renik is with us on the broadcast to give us more on this. Renik, if you could take our viewers through the details that are coming in as far as the attacks are concerned. Do we have an understanding on the number of attacks that have been orchestrated against Bangladeshi Hindus?
देखिए बांग्लादेश की तरफ से जो कहा जा रहा है, बांग्लादेश का जो हिंदू कम्युनिटी है उनके तरफ से जो कमेंट किया जा रहा है, जिसमें कहा जा रहा है कि करीब 200 के ऊपर हिंदू मंदिर को टारगेट किया गया था। हिंदू परिवार का जो घर उनको तोड़ा गया, जो हिंदू परिवार घर पर रहते हैं तो रात के अंधेरे में घर से चला गया, जो महिला है महिला के साथ किया गया, जो दुकान पाट है घर है आग लगाया गया। इस तरीके का जो पूरा घटना पूरा बांग्लादेश का हर एक जगह, सिलेट हो या हो या राजशाही हो, हर एक जगह से इस तरीके का जो कंप्लेन बार बार से सामने आ रहा था। इसको लेकर अभी हिंदू जो कम्युनिटी है उनकी तरफ से प्रोटेस्ट भी दिखाया जा रहा है, उनकी तरफ से बयान भी दिया जा रहा है कि जो हिंदू कम्युनिटी है या तो माइनॉरिटी सेल है उनके ऊपर अत्याचार हो रहा है। अभी पूरा ये बांग्लादेश का ये सिचुएशन एक तरफ कंट्रोल करने के लिए कोशिश इंटरिम गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से किया जा रहा है। दूसरी तरफ इंटरिम गवर्नमेंट का भूमिका को लेकर भी सवाल बार बार से माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी की तरफ से किया जा रहा है, क्योंकि माइनॉरिटी जो सेल्स है उनकी तरफ से एक ही दावा किया जा रहा है कि जो इंटरिम गवर्नमेंट आया है उसकी तरफ से कोई स्टेप नहीं लिया जा रहा है। उनके तरफ से जिस जगह में हिंदू परिवार के ऊपर हमला हो रहा है उसमें कोई नजर नहीं दे रहा है। अभी इसको लेकर पूरा बांग्लादेश का ये जो सिचुएशन, इसको लेकर पूरा वर्ल्ड का नजर है। पूरा वर्ल्ड में बांग्लादेश ही एक चर्चा चल रहा है कि बांग्लादेश की ये जो परिस्थिति, बांग्लादेश के साथ बहुत सारे देशों का जो रिलेशन था वो रिलेशन में क्या ठेस पहुंचेगा, क्योंकि बांग्लादेश के साथ भारत का भी अच्छा रिलेशन था, बांग्लादेश के साथ चीन का, यूएस का बहुत अच्छा रिलेशन था। और इसी सिचुएशन में इंटरनेशनल रिलेशनशिप में बांग्लादेश का क्या स्थिति हो सकता है, क्या ये पूरा घटना को लेकर अभी देखना होगा कि यूएस की तरफ से यानी अमेरिका की तरफ से कोई स्टेप लिया जाता है कि नहीं। ये जो यूनिस गवर्नमेंट का जो बांग्लादेश सरकार चल रहा है उनके ऊपर बाइडेन गवर्नमेंट का कोई इंटरवेंशन रहता है कि नहीं, सबसे बड़ा सवाल आता है। क्योंकि बांग्लादेश का जो ये स्थिति अगर सही नहीं होगा तो बहुत सारे जगह इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन में भी बहुत सारे जगह में बांग्लादेश को लेकर भारत के प्रधानमंत्री की तरफ से भी बयान
All right,
दिया गया था।
Renek, absolutely. Thanks for joining us on the broadcast, sharing all those details with our viewers. Meanwhile, joining us at this point of time, Professor Madhav Nalapat, editorial director of the Sunday Guardian. Sir, a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, again, there are these comments that are finally being made by the International Forum. Again, statements that have been made by Vivek Ramaswamy. But are these statements enough? In your assessment, is the US then going to sanction Bangladesh for the concurrent situation?
Perfectly right. What is are not words, but there is no act, and even the words are not coming close to stop. They are basically looking the other way. That is taking place. The United States, unfortunately, the Jews are becoming dispensable, forcible minority in some countries. And as far as Bangladesh is concerned, it's very clear the goal of the extremists is to ensure that there are no Hindus in the country, or very few Hindus, in a very short time. So they want to drive them all across the frontier to India. And this is definitely taking place in plain sight. It's what is called genocide. And I think the United Nations needs to wake up. The UNHCR needs to wake up. The United States and other countries that are very vocal about human rights, they need to speak out. And more importantly, they need to urge action. And they have to take action by slapping sanctions and trade restrictions on Bangladesh. I think it's important that trade restrictions be imposed on Bangladesh. I think it's important that sanctions be imposed on army and other officials in Bangladesh. And frankly, Muhamed Yunus, because he's got the policy of three monkeys: see no evil, hear no evil, and basically, absolutely just no evil at all. So this is the problem. So he's just ignoring the situation, ignoring the reality, either because he's helpless, in which case he should quit, or because he is basically quite happy with what is going on. Really shocked. The United Nations, person who's revered by the United Nations, the person who has got so many international honors, will allow his reputation to be sullied forever in this manner. I'm shocked by it. And I again repeat, what is needed are not words, but action. Any number of words cannot compensate for a little bit of action. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.